just some drama in the content creator community that some people know about, some people might not have heard about it. So I want to talk about it a little bit. I mean, there's two sides of every story. Let's get that straight. So I want to go over a few things here, but first, I have to have a huge shout out to my editor, the person who helps me with all of my social media. His thumbnail game, next level. I'm sure you guys have noticed my past thumbnails have been out of this world. The editing's been crazy. I've had him helping me out for a while now, and he's making so much progress, so I want to give a huge shout out to him, and I'm definitely simping for him right now. He deserves it. I'm not really going to hold back. As you guys know, I don't really do that in videos. So let's go ahead and start out with, how did this start?
Here we go.
A video came out by the YouTuber BGE, and I heard about it. I was like, okay, cheat engine, it's been a thing for a decade. Every single game has problems with this video. That's when I stepped into the content creator chat and said, hey, are you okay? It's one thing saying, I didn't know about this, not saying me personally, but I didn't know about this thing, so I want to let people know about it and kind of spread awareness. That's fine. I can get on board with that. Like I said, this isn't new. Maybe some players didn't know about this. The retention in this game isn't very well, so it's not really shocking that some players didn't know about this. But to show people how to use it is extremely irresponsible because it's breaking the terms of the service, especially being a content creator, signing a contract saying, you can't do this. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. There's no like in between the lines, oh, you shouldn't have done this, they found a way. It's pretty straightforward. Don't cheat in this game. Cheaters are bad. That's pretty much the end of the statement there. So we started having a conversation. A lot of the content creators were like, yeah, we get your idea, but you didn't do it right. You should probably take down the video. And he went full on defensive. I mentioned that, like I said before, in case people aren't aware of the history of this so-called cheat engine in Raid Shadow Legends, it started in 2019 as far as I can remember. Like I said, and I've mentioned many times in the past, I have been playing since 2018, so I've seen a lot, and it really started to surface, I guess, publicly during clan hopping. Now, I was a participating member in clan hopping. I helped coordinate some groups. We got a lot of things done. People were using it then to kind of complete a clan boss cycle in like 5 to 7 seconds, and I've always been a firm believer in playing fair, even though there can be some argument made that clan hopping wasn't fair. I brought it up to Plarium. They said, we're not going to fix it anytime soon. So I said, hey, listen, you're not going to fix it. It's not against the rules. We're going to use it. With that being said, we were clan hopping. We noticed people were doing it. Didn't. What happened? They got removed. We never saw them again. So that's been my stance. Same thing happened when I was the leader of Gods and Legends. If anyone was caught cheating, doing anything that breaks the rules, you were out. I don't care if you had been there for a year, 2 months, 6 months. If it's cheating, you were not allowed, because I'm a firm believer in playing fair. So with that being said, I mentioned that before. And I said, listen, just because you're hearing about it now and you're trying to do the right thing, raise awareness, doesn't mean that it hasn't existed in the game, and it doesn't mean that Plarium doesn't know about this. In fact, there's actually already an auto ban system in the game to ban people using the cheat engine. Now, a lot of videos are coming out saying, I used the cheat engine, I didn't get banned. What you don't know is, that's because they're smart, and they're doing it for something called this. That clickbait value. So pretty straightforward there. There is a setting you can use on cheat engine that's way slower than what slip under the radar. It's still risky, you can still get banned, but technically you could slip under the radar that if they lower the requirements of their auto ban tool, they're going to ban normal players who have latency issues, they have animation skipping because their computer or their probably not phone as much, but mostly their computer, if they have some lag and it skips an animation, it can be recorded as too fast, abnormally fast, and they could get banned for that. So obviously, any company, you don't want to start banning regular players. We saw that with the Battle Pass, and That wasn't a fun time, let me tell you that. So that's a big thing there, and that's why this all kind of it makes me cringe a little bit, not going to lie, using that point. The next point I saw was, what about auto clickers? What about Hell Hades Optimizer? And I said to myself, are you kidding me? Are you really going to compare something called Cheat Engine, by the way? Cheat Engine. Cheat Engine. Not Fair Play Engine, Cheat Engine. Let's just think about that for 2 seconds. Comparing this to an auto clicker and comparing this to Hell Hades Optimizer tool on his website. Does it make sense to you guys? Does it? I mean, I could think about it for a month, a day, an hour. We're gonna get nowhere. So I would love to hear a logical argument on how these things are even remotely similar to each other. So kind of to my point, people were showing this Cheat Engine, showing it at 4 times speed, 5 times speed. What you can do with Cheat Engine is you can eliminate all of the animations in the game, speed it up incredibly fast, and you can complete everything in literal seconds. I'm talking about clan boss in 5 seconds, arena matches in less than a second. Think about that. Full auto arena, if you know you're going to win, less than a second. That is cheating no matter how you try to determine it for yourself. And there is a ban tool. Someone was banned to my knowledge a month ago. People have been banned over a month ago. I've seen the screenshots. It says reason for ban, cheating, and it's been in the game for a while. Now, this is the problem I had personally. One of the arguments, and a lot of the arguments that BGE and other people I've seen kind of try to make, is people should know how to use this if other people have already been using this. However, what you, I guess, didn't understand is, being a content creator, there's literally a person to talk to. If there's anything like this in the game that you're questionable about, you say, ooh, this could be kind of like game breaking, you go to this person, it's the YouTube coordinator, say, hey, I want to cover this topic. How can I do this in a respectable way? Because I have a responsibility as a content creator to make sure everything I'm saying is factual and correct. That wasn't done, which is why the video was a complete joke, made for clickbait. It could have had good intentions, but completely irresponsible as far as how it was pushed out. It's really hard to make an argument against that. One was tried to be made against me and something happened. Not really sure why it happened. I will give you guys the details on this. So while I was speaking, BG actually started responding, and like I said, I did mention that Cheat Engine's been in the game forever. Yes, there are some players who are manipulating it to kind of get around the automatic ban system. However, it's better to keep it low-key, because if they do get caught, if we find screenshots, they are out. They are going to get banned. They're out of here. So what he said was something along the lines of implying that I'm hiding, I'm covering up for these people, and I'm using the program myself. Now, of all of the content creators you could have accused of doing something like this, I mean, maybe he had reason to believe that's a thing. Maybe he's never seen my channel before and thinks I'm anti-Plarium, out to get Plarium. Come on, honestly. So after this was said, I went at him extremely aggressively, and he was like, whoa, I don't know why you're coming at me so hard. And I'm thinking to myself, you just went after the most toxic content creator in the entire program, falsely accusing, randomly accusing with no evidence whatsoever. And then I showed him a screenshot. Guess who was the first person to date to launch the Cheat Engine and let Plarium know about this whole thing? I showed him the screenshot with one of the past CMs. It was me. I showed him that screenshot, and he still didn't double down. He was like, I don't understand why you're being so aggressive, why you're being so negative. And it's just common sense, man. You don't come after the most toxic person ever, accuse them of cheating, and expect me to be like, oh, okay, no, this is fine. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm just gonna let you call me a cheater, and nothing's gonna happen to you. So, regardless of that, would have been the right thing to do to take down the video. All of this could have been avoided, but like I said, people want views. They'll do anything for the views, and I wasn't expecting Stu Gaming to fall down this path. I really like Stu Gaming a lot. I don't know why he made the video showing that he was using it. He was clearly breaking the terms of service live in a video, and if anyone didn't expect this, I don't know what to tell you. It would be the same for any game. Most games would have banned their account, which is kind of something I want to talk about here. But with that being said, I want to go over a few comments here. We're going to black out the names because maybe people on whatever platform this came from, I'm assuming Twitch based on the layout. So let's go over a few of these comments now. How many other creators actually took a stand? Was it just Stu? I'm assuming they're referring to kind of spreading the voice, and like I said, false pretense. What they're claiming they're doing, spreading awareness. The awareness has been here, maybe not for all players, but for a lot of players, it's bannable like we said. And so I'm not really sure what they're trying to get here. If they're trying to make martyrs do as a final decision, I mean, I guess you can make them martyrs. It's kind of a mockery. I wasn't talking about it because I was using it myself. Come on. So this kind of falls into that. Keep that in mind if you are watching this video. The next one, every other CC kissed the schlong. It's just Stu and BG are the real men in this business. Another case of a simp. This is really a low IQ comment here. They were wrong. They were clearly wrong. They broke the rules of this game, the contract we signed live in a video. All they had to do was take it down, it would have been fine. They decided to kind of double down and go with it. Like I said, not the smartest thing in my opinion. You didn't help anybody. I hate to break it to you. You really didn't. What you did and what you didn't realize, because you weren't smart enough to check with the people who coordinate our whole program while keeping the rest of the community safe. Now that's all fine and dandy. You could say, well, what if I just use Cheat Engine? That means if you're using the Cheat Engine now to fly under the radar, once they've released this auto ban system, it's going to scan. And if they scan and they catch you for using it at a previous date to when the bot was actually active, you're going to get banned. So what did you just do? It happens when this gets initiated and a ton of people get banned. It's not going to be reversible. So that's what I'm getting at here. The final one I want to go over here is Stu and BG getting kicked out is absolute BS. Is it though? Like I've already mentioned here, they broke the terms of service live in a video. What did you expect? And as you can see from the follow-up comment here, literally make videos that encourage people to break terms of service, get reprimanded, Pikachu face. Honestly, what more is there to say on this matter here? So with that being said, I do want to talk about one more thing. This may sound a bit toxic, a bit aggressive, but it's coming from a logical point of view. I have a lot of people asking me right now, so the only penalty that happened to these two content creators where they were removed from the content creator program for a month until a decision is made about what's going to actually happen to them, right? So it's just a month suspension from getting the chickens or whatever our weekly bonuses are. They don't get access to the test server. Maybe it's a big deal for some people. For me, it's not really, but it is what it is. So the question is, if they were cheating, publicly, hard evidence, proof in a video, do content creators get a free pass? So it would be unfortunate if their accounts were banned. Do I think it's the right thing to do? Yeah, you can just start a new account, keep making content. It's really not that big of a deal. You probably should have thought of this before you cheated live in front of people, saying I'm doing this for the good of the community. Like I said, I can't see any other reason to do this besides doing it for the views. This isn't new information. You can claim it's new information as much as you want. I'm pretty sure both of these content creators have been here longer than I have, and so for them not to know about this, a little bit weird. I'm not sure how you can have that much of a disconnect with the community and not really know what's going on, but I don't know. I'm not going to assume why people don't know certain things, why people do know certain things, but if the rule for everyone is your account gets banned for using a cheat engine, why aren't content creators having their accounts banned? A little bit weird. It's giving confidence to people who want to use this. Like I said, they did make a public statement saying, we're going to release a software that's going to backlog people who are abusing this and it's going to ban them. So if you want to take that risk, you can. Also, it's currently banning people who don't know how to use the program properly. So you still have the risk there. You can run it on the wrong setting and you can get that message, your account's gone. Maybe this is people's stubborn way of saying, I want to quit the game, so I'm just going to do it, break the rules, YOLO, I'm a freedom fighter. That's cool. A little bit immature way of thinking about things, but listen, I'm not here to tell you guys, I'm not your father, I'm not your mother. You can do what you want. If your account gets banned, don't come crying to me. I can already see it happening. Those are going to be the people who are going to be complaining the most, the ones who get banned for abusing it, saying, what happened? I didn't know. You know, there was a video on it, tutorial, showed you how to download it. And honestly, this goes to the main point here. If the video didn't show you how to download it, kind of common sense, right? How to download it, how to use it, it would be nothing wrong. There would be nothing to talk about here. It would be just raising awareness on this software that was out there. Now you could say, well, Murder, what's the point of that? They can just search on their own how to look it up. Sure, they could do that. However, it's not a content creator representing the company, representing their own channel, their own integrity, showing you as the player how to do this. You see what I'm saying here? There's a fine line that any responsible person could have understood there, and it was just disregarded. So this could have been such a simple thing, no drama attached. Instead, it was explosive. Now you can see, kind of like in the past, we've had content creators come and leave the program. When they leave the program, they want to be as loud as possible, get as many views as possible, make that money, make sure it's worth it, and we will see how it works out for them. Do I have a lot of faith that it's going to look good for them? No. I've seen lots of feedback and it looks pretty bad for them. A lot of content creators are pretty upset with how they handled themselves with this specific topic, so I want to get your guys' feedback. What do you guys think? You guys think it's as deserved as I think it is? And the more important topic that I'm kind of waiting for a response for, why weren't they banned? Do we have special privileges as content creators where it's kind of a slap on the wrist for us, but if you do it as a viewer, you get instantly banned? I don't personally think that's right. If I'm ever cheating, I deserve to get banned. I will start a new account. I will do everything all over again because rules are not meant to be broken. People can say rules are put there to be broken. Another cringe thing to say, there are specific rules. We have a contract to sign. If we break them, I would expect to deal with the penalty like a man. I know there was that comment, is it just Stu and BG that are the real men? Not really, because they cannot accept the consequences for breaking the term that they agreed to follow and abide by. So honestly, the opposite of real men as far as the approach goes. A real man would have said, I'm okay with what happens next, ban me from the program, ban my account, I'll start over, I still have a following of people, I made a mistake, mistakes happen, and like I said, I'm not calling to get anyone banned, but I would just like to know myself, do I have immunity? Do I have special privileges? I don't think I'm different than any one of you viewers right now watching. I really don't. So this is kind of a long rant here, but I felt like it was important to get this point across. There are lots of content creators who aren't willing to kind of go out there and get after it because they have a certain look they're going for, they have a certain appeal, this is for entertainment. Most people aren't their true selves in YouTube videos because it's probably not as marketable. I am my true self, I know who I am, you guys know who I am. Some people like it, a lot of people don't like it. It's fine with me, honestly. I'm having fun here, so I just want to know what's okay, what's not okay with me. Should I get special treatment? I don't personally think so. Like I said already, give me your guys' feedback. Do you agree that if you break the rules, it doesn't matter who you are? There was an employee, I don't know if you guys remember this, there was an employee who was using a speed hack. He was not only fired from Plarium, his account was also banned. Why is it different for him than it is for a content creator? That's just my question. Hopefully you guys remember that. There was a video on it. It showed a lot of things. It showed early access information to the index, showing new champions, all of this cool stuff. And yeah, fired and banned. So if that's one course of action that was taken, and then we're seeing a completely opposite one here, where's the line? I would like to know personally, so I'm hoping to get a response from that. Alright guys, that's going to conclude my video today on this topic of drama, cheat engine, all of this stuff. To the people who are simps and completely mauling at everything I've said right now, I just have one thing to say to you.
Why so serious?
Alright guys, don't forget, if you enjoyed this content, subscribe, like, comment, turn on the notification bell so you are notified when I drop my next video, and I will see you all in the next upload.